I think one of the things I took away from our panel was the importance and excitement around stem cell therapies. So this excitement really results from several things that we can now do with stem cells. But one of the most exciting things that we can do is to derive stem cells from the patient. And this means that when we take these stem cells and make them into other types of cells and tissues, we can, at least in theory, put them back into the patient without needing immunosuppression, because they really are the patient's own cells. And this is something that I believe is coming down the pike and will vastly improve some of the stem cell therapies that we already are starting to have access to. Some of the types of diseases that are being successfully treated with stem cell therapies include type 1 diabetes, which can be treated by implanting stem cells that have been made into pancreatic cells and that synthesize insulin. And this can provide a permanent cure for diabetes. That's very exciting. And there are also promising trials underway showing that neurons that are derived from stem cells can have a positive benefit for diseases such as Parkinson's disease. I think that many other types of disease will be able to be treated in this way in the future. At Mount Sinai, we're working on making tracheal cells to improve tracheal transplantation, which is currently a risky procedure. We also have researchers who are growing lungs in a dish with the eventual hope to be able to repair lung damage and even maybe one day replace a diseased lung. And there are many, many other examples like this. Beyond that, stem cells also provide us an opportunity to create what we call an avatar for the patient in a dish. And this also rests on the fact that we can make any type of cell or tissue from the patient and grow them in a dish. This means that we can then test therapies on the cells to see whether, or tissues, to see whether the patient would respond. It allows us to do personalized medicine in the future for individual patients. And these approaches can also be scaled up and are going to provide a very important complement to animal studies. While animal studies still remain very important, we do know that models often react slightly differently to drugs than humans do. This can result in what we often call the valley of death, where things look very promising in a preclinical trial, but when they get to the clinic, they don't work. We believe that by having human ex vivo systems that we can use in parallel, we'll be able to greatly improve our ability to predict which drugs will work in patients. And we can even hook up different organ systems together to see how they interact. For instance, we can put a drug onto a liver mini organ that's been grown on a dish that would then metabolize the drug, and then we can hook that up with a brain tissue to see how that metabolite affects the brain. So these are all things that we're working very hard on at Mount Sinai, and that we believe will eventually have a big impact for our patients, increasing their health and their ability to live longer and healthier lives.